morning and welcome back to This Day in Alternate History. I'm Mur Lafferty and today is August 23rd, 2007.
And I'm Jason Adams. On this day in 1784, several counties in western North Carolina united and declared themselves an independent state under the name of Frankland. The United States was under a great deal of debt after the Revolutionary War, and North Carolina had agreed to give these counties to the federal government. The settlers feared that their land would be sold to France or Spain to settle debts, so they seceded.
The new state failed to get voted into the Union, lacking the two-thirds majority needed to become part of the United States. They renamed themselves Franklin in hopes to get support from patriot Ben Franklin, but that didn't work. They kept the name anyway, and reportedly because they didn't want to spend all that money on whiteout to change all the names on the documents.
The state based its economy on the barter system, which led them on the road to ruin once they realized that while you can pay a farmer in deer pelts, a militia might want a little bit more. Without the protection of the North Carolina militia, the fledgling state began to suffer from Native American raids.
The barter system had left the people with bags of grain and corn, jugs of moonshine, and deer hides, among other things. The resourceful settlers attempted to rig up crude devices using troughs, corn, potatoes, fire, string, a bucket of water, and an excitable puppy, forming what may have been the very first Rube Goldberg device to prepare for the raid. They failed to test it, however, and when the raid came, they instead torched their own general store, popped all the corn, and, unfortunately, the puppy died. However, most of the raiding party was killed in the accident, so the settlers considered it a success.
Except for the little girl who donated the puppy to the cause.
Well, yes, she was a bit upset. Even after their success with their device, the settlers continued to be bothered by raids until the surviving population of 300 hid inside the state capitol building. Jeremy Wise, creator of the first disastrous device, rigged up another one consisting of a grandfather clock, a kitchen knife, some glue, some hot grits, and a cranky old man, Old Man Goins, who thought he lived in North Carolina and was quite delusional. This one tore a hole in time and space, sucking the entire Capitol building after it and stranding the settlers in Greenland, 1947, where they fit in just fine, except for Old Man Goins.
When Tennessee took over the land, they had to explain the missing Capitol building, and they came up with the original comment that it had been lost when they moved it for the World's Fair in 1897. No one believed them. I'm Jason Adams.
And I'm Mur Lafferty, and we're putting the story in history here at This Day in Alternate History.